Join us again today for a look at the upcoming BattleTech Kickstarter, the latest update for that, as well as a couple products that have come out. This will be like a late January, early February update. Welcome back to those of you who have been here to the channel here before, and welcome to those of you who are new to the channel. We didn't lay out all this stuff, but this is a BattleTech video. Also, if you're brand new to the channel and BattleTech, we have a number of other BattleTech videos, and we are starting a series. One of our other people who's not in this video, but is in the other one, is totally new to BattleTech, where we're kind of starting from the ground level, explaining things to him. We have one video that should be up before this one, but it might be right after this one, just depends on how editing goes. So be on the lookout for that. If you're new to everything, and you might be something there if you're not new to everything, you never know. But that is ultimately going to hopefully lead to like some actual play videos of the tabletop game. So that's the end goal there. So keep an eye out for those. But now we're going to switch over to the screen here and check this out. So we have the same opening that we've had for all the others. The Kickstarter launches March 23rd, 2023 this year. The year this is being recorded. I don't know what year you're watching this in the distant future, but yeah. So this is preview number 4. The same, pages. These first 2 pages are the same. They just changed the preview number. So then we go here, and our new preview mechs for this one are the Black Python, which is going to appear in the Clan Cavalry Star Force Pack, and the Phoenix Hawk 2C, which will be in the Clan Direct Fire Star Force Pack.
And no, folks, that you are not mistaken. The Black Python looks like a fighter jet with legs.
Yes. This is one that I'm not super familiar with. And there's a couple other mechs that actually kind of look like jets on legs. But also the Phoenix Hawk 2C... I have a metal, actually I've got 2 of them, the metal version of this particular mech, and the jump jets are incredibly pronounced on its back, as you can hopefully see there.
It has a nickname of Jump Jetosaurus.
Yeah, because it's got lots of jump jets, and at least the version I have, I think, is the 7. Something 7, I don't remember the exact designation, but it has tons and tons of missiles in the chest, too. But anyway, so the Black Python, given that it just has a straight name like that, is, I'm assuming, an original Clan design. Whereas the Phoenix Hawk 2C is where they took an Inner Sphere mech that they liked and essentially remade the mech, or at least the spirit of the mech, but using Clan technology. And in general, the 2C mechs are what they call second line units, so they would not have been the spearhead of the invasion. But once they took a planet, they'd be more like the garrison forces. They're still typically better than their Inner Sphere counterparts. And they're not all the same weights as their Inner Sphere counterparts. And a lot of them have jump jets. So, yeah, those are all things.
Here's hoping for an Atlas 2C.
I mean, it'd have to be a new thing that they would make. But it may be, with...
the Atlas needs jump jets.
With
jump jets, folks.
I think a couple variants have jump jets. But with old, what's his name, Ulrich, in charge on Earth, you never know. And you do occasionally also run into like some weird nomenclature, like the Marauder has a Marauder 2, which is built in the Inner Sphere, where they took off with the design, and the Marauder 2C, which is the Clan version, but it's not the Clan version of the Marauder 2. They are separate designs. It's just their interpretation of the Marauder. So you occasionally get weird things like that. And both of those, by the way, actually all 3 of those, the Marauder, the 2, and the 2C, are all presently available as plastic miniatures. They were in the last Kickstarter, all 3 of them were. So anyway, a little diversion aside there, time to move on. Here's like some of the original artwork. Apparently the Phoenix Hawk 2C was from a Gundam series.
And the Black Python was literally the body of a jet with arms and legs.
Yeah, I mean,
Chicken legs, by the way. Is that not chicken legs in your mind?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely like several clan mechs have the reverse knee legs, but those are like needle thin chicken legs, like Chad said, not just a chicken walker. Those are chicken legs. Yeah, one of the little 4 feet too. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully you'll be able to read this, but yeah, essentially the little caption next to that one essentially says "Art's subjective, but man, no one liked this thing." And then the Phoenix Hawk 2C says another controversial design. While it's a very cool illustration, it stepped too close to the anime line for most of the community. Yeah, that's kind of a sticking point. BattleTech, although a lot of the original designs are from the original versions of the original designs are from Robotech and Macross. Ever since then, it's tried to distinguish itself because it tries to be like the serious military thing, not mechs doing cartwheels and fighting with lightsabers. Like
if you look at the Phoenix Hawk 2C, the perspective of the drawing just makes it look like that left leg is really, really long and the left arm is really, really long.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never actually seen either of these drawings because I don't own the TRO 3055 that one's in. But yeah, that's definitely something. I almost wish the model actually looked like that, just to stick out. Well, no, not with the weird proportions, but the anime style. Just to have one, kind of like how all the mechs are designed to be like less than optimal, but you occasionally get ones like the Hellstar that someone's just like, nah, let's go to town on this one. Like I just to see a rando like just clearly anime inspired design, and be like, oh, this one's from, I don't know. We don't want to say House Kurita because that'd be, that'd be problematic.
Steiner.
So something like Steiner, just being like, here, Kurita, look at this. And Kurita just being like, for shame, Steiner, for shame. You've brought great dishonor upon your house.
As if they haven't already done stuff to do that.
Yeah, well, money can fix lots of problems, Chip.
I know.
So, moving on. Here's let's see. Yeah, like it notes right here. The main problem with the Black Python is that it fuses the forward fuselage of an aerospace fighter with the legs and arms of a mech. How do you do that while still making it cool? And so this is I think this is the first go around. And I think that looks good.
Yeah.
It's a wacky design, the whole jet thing, but
It's got a few weapons visible.
yeah, it's definitely armed. So moving
Looks
on.
like a laser battery though. Laser boat.
Yeah, that's at least that's the way it's presenting here. The arms might be missiles. The two there.
Yeah.
That you can see in the left arm, the left for the mech, right for our present perspective. But yeah, the rest are definitely energy weapons. So, going on to the next page. Yeah, so that's definitely not the missile variant of the Phoenix Hawk 2C.
Oh.
That's definitely, I don't know if those are lasers or rotary autocannons. I think that one could go either way. I don't know what the general loadout of it is.
I do like it though.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, it definitely looks nice. I'll definitely buy a couple. I'm going to keep my metal ones, but this looks really cool too. And then here we have a 3D render, and yeah, this looks good.
They got rid of the chicken legs.
Yeah, the legs definitely look like they could actually support the weight of the mech. Although are those the jets there in the back?
Probably.
Still trying to imply this thing could just take off at a moment's notice.
Probably can.
I kind of wonder. It probably wasn't, but I do kind of wonder if the original was a land air mech.
Or, someone's like, we got these arms and legs, but no torso. You have that aerospace fighter over there.
Yeah.
Reese's Cup, people. Reese's Cup.
Yeah. So then, so jumping on here, there's the render for the Phoenix Hawk 2C, the front and the back, and yeah, that's
You got the big jump jets, and you got 4 in each leg.
Yeah.
At least I think that's 4 in each leg.
So yeah, that one looks pretty cool. Yeah, definitely.
It looks like it has a visor on.
Yeah, it does kind of look that way.
Kind of like it.
You know? And so then here's a couple of them. The renders painted up. We see the Black Python there for Clan Snow Raven, and the other for the Ileana Mercantile League of the Mercantile Militia. Well, I know a lot of the 2C mechs did wind up in the hands of the Inner Sphere, so they are pretty commonly spread around. So yeah, that's although I think the Mercantile Militia might be no. Yeah, that's yeah. I was misreading the top there. I didn't realize the top said Beta Galaxy. Thought that was the person's name who painted it. I'm blind, folks. Apparently, Mark Hayden did both. And again, these are digital renderings. So jumping on here, here's like what the artwork would look like in the TRO. And as you can see, some little artistic flourishes. The dropship taken off there in the background, and the aerospace port. And the mech here, in motion.
Definitely walking like a chicken.
Yeah. And then the Phoenix Hawk here, the kind of the rocky background, and I do kind of hope they make a TRO for this era.
It'd be beautiful.
Yeah. And then, I guess they probably already have, but to see another one for the stuff here in this Kickstarter would be nice. So then here we are with the actual production samples. I'm assuming that's what they look like anyway, and they definitely look pretty good to me. So
yeah.
And then here are actual physical models painted up. This is for Clan Seafox, as the symbol there denotes.
Painted by Augustine God and Davian Sierro. Sorry if I mispronounced the name.
Yeah, and I don't know particularly which galaxy and whatnot this particular paint scheme belongs to, but yeah, Clan Seafox. And then the Phoenix Hawk 2C here, also Clan Seafox.
Painted by Scott Papa Chicken Stinger.
Okay, yeah, so they chose to paint these up as Clan Seafox because the ones in the last preview were painted up as the Elysian Lancers, and there was just the novella or short story Riptide released featuring them. So yeah, they're definitely trying to tie their products really tightly together, and that's nice. Seeing things as they come out all being neatly grouped. It's nice.
I, however, want a new cartoon from them.
Yeah, that'd be really lovely if they could come up with any kind of show, cartoon, live action, movie. I don't care. Just make it good.
No, cartoon. That's a sequel to the old one, and then do a live action one where I can only describe it as Game of Thrones in space.
Yeah, that's how I explain it. So here we have the Black Python is in the Battle Mech Recognition Guide, Volume 12, and the Phoenix Hawk 2C is in Volume 15. Now, these are both previously released. They're up into the 30s at the moment. These would be PDF products, and these, again, are where they're taking the existing mechs from the last Kickstarter, and obviously others that weren't in it, but having updated versions from 3151 that use the newer technology and weapon loadouts. So you can use all those lovely battle mechs you just bought in a current level game. And at some point, some of these are going to be collected into a print product. We don't know exactly what shape that's going to take just yet, but that is the plan according to the representative on the forums. And then let's see if there's anything else. Yeah, so advertising Riptides again here, which again is the Elysian Lancers and Clan Seafox are the focus of this one. And I believe from what I've read, this is before Clan Wolf's push on Earth, or at least before their victory. I don't know for sure exactly when, but it is just before that, I believe. Then here's the other ones that are coming out. Mercenary Tales number 2, Innocent and Defenseless, comes out February 10th, so this should be up before then, if I do everything correctly. And that's going to feature the Eridani Light Horse, which is a mercenary company that was part of the Star League Defense Force. And that's what the other symbol there is the Star League symbol. So that is the Star League era book. So this is probably right around the time of the Exodus, where they decided to stay, if I had to guess. just based on the evidence at hand. And then the other is coming out March 10th, and that's Perception of Victory, which is going to feature the Highlanders and the Republic, and that's a Republic era book. So that's going to be before the current era. Don't know when exactly, because it's kind of a big time frame. So we'll have to see on that. And I believe for the moment these are PDF only, I think, but they're also there was another product line like this where once they were done they collected them all into a single physical print book as well, and they've said that they plan on doing that with these two. So if you're like me and you prefer print books, you might want to wait. I mean, the PDFs aren't going to go anywhere, so if that doesn't happen, you could always buy them that way. But I'm personally going to wait for the print book, but that's just me because I prefer print. And these are, well, let me go back real quick. And these are available on the Catalyst website, I believe, Drive-Thru RPG, but I'm not 100% certain. And they should be available like through Amazon, and would imagine Barnes & Noble sells the PDFs too, because I know they sell some BattleTech PDFs, but I don't know 100% for certain. So just wherever you guys typically buy them, look there. If they don't have them, go to Catalyst. And then just, this is advertising the pre-launch page, which we covered in a previous video. You should go there, sign up. You'll get some playtest material for an idea they've got for kind of stripped down rules for the vehicles, so you can just use tokens and do it rather quickly. Well, Chad is showing his displeasure, which you can't see because we're on the computer screen here. But they're not going to be seeing the camera. We're here.
Split screen it.
That's actually not really easy in our current editor, but I might be able to do something.
Okay. I don't disagree with the strip down rules. It's the use tokens.
Yeah, which is kind of odd since the next Kickstarter is going to come with physical models for the vehicles.
Yes.
So, but like I said, I have it. I just haven't looked through it yet because I don't have a ton of time. But I would like to look through it. I have apparently a month and a half before this Kickstarter launches, and I would like to at least look through it before then and tell you guys at least what my thoughts on it are. But you should get it yourself as well, and you'll get it for free just by signing up on this backer kit page, which I know we covered last time. Plus, it also has a little countdown thing going, and I believe they compile most of the presently available information on there as well. So I believe that's it, for this. So I'll exit full screen here. And we'll cut back to the other two products I just want to talk about real quick. This book is now finally out, Dominions Divided. This is a source book, not a rule book as I mentioned in the other video. This is all fluff, but this is covering the House Davian, House Kirita, and the Raslahag Dominion. So right now in the fiction, there's a novel which is supposed to cover House Davian's attempt to regain their homeworld of New Avalon. I have the book. I haven't finished it yet. Haven't started it yet because I'm trying to finish the other BattleTech book I'm reading. But it is next on my list. I'm going to jump ahead to it.
Who is that atlas painted up for?
That's Kirita. That'd be their variant of it. That's possibly Warlord Toranaga. He's the very briefly. At the moment, he's the real power behind the throne in House Kirita. He's put Yuri Kirita. I think it's Yuri, a lady, on the throne who was not really ready after he assassinated the previous leader and also nearly killed the intelligence chief and took a few other people out too. And so now he's trying to use her as a puppet, but the problem is, for him, he's at the front leading the war. She's back at the palace engaging in palace intrigue, trying to insulate herself so she can actually legitimately take control. And pretty soon the old puppet's going to cut the strings and Warlord Toranaga is going to be out on his rump, probably. That's the way these things go in BattleTech. Or he'll kill her too, you never know. And that could be either Julian Davian or Eric Sandoval Grohl. in the, I believe it's the Marauder 2, they're facing off. That's speculation. Personally, I would have thought that Toranaga would use a... it's not a Shogun. I can't think of what it's called. It's one of their battle mechs that's very, very Japanese styled.
A proper Kurita mech.
Yeah, and they're the one that's the assault class that has the rotary cannons in the chest and the giant Naginata. And I can't think of the title. I can't think of what the mech's called off the top of my head, but there's only a handful of them. And
The dragon is
no, it's not the dragon. They mass produce the dragon. That is also one of their mechs, as well as the Grand Dragon. And Korea's got a lot of unique looking mechs. I just don't like the faction, but I'll use their mechs for mercenaries though. But yeah, so anyway, to the product itself, that's what it covers. So in other words, it covers like the other third or so of the inner sphere. And from what I've read in the minor spoilers, it apparently focuses more on the Rasselhag Dominion and the Federated Suns part versus the House Kurita. At least that's what people are saying. I haven't read it yet because I haven't bought it yet. And like the others, it comes with a map, which will be nice. So we'll have to see what actually goes down in there. But the other two books are good from what I've read so far. So I'm assuming this one will also probably be good. And as you can see here, if you buy it through Catalyst, you can get just the PDF for $15, or you can get the print and the PDF for $40. And like any of their other books you buy, they update the PDFs anytime there's errata. So although I've heard the map's a little wonky in PDF form. But anyway, if you bought the other two books, you'll want to buy this one too. And then there's a fourth one eventually called Il-Clan Eyes Only, or Il-Khan Eyes Only. And I think that's obviously going to focus on Terra itself and possibly the Lao charge towards Terra. We'll have to see on that. Because they didn't get a lot of coverage in the book that covers their region of space. So we'll see. And then the only other product to mention, this is again the preview here. I'm going to fire down here real quick. Most of this is just conversation here on the forum. There's another novella out, Lethal Lessons. And so, based on the price they're showing here, this might at the moment just be PDF. I don't know for sure. This focuses on a Clan Wolf character who got left behind because they were injured as far as on the big charge to Terra. And now she's been put in charge of a what they call a Sibco, which that's the training that the children go through after they're born from the iron wombs to become clan soldiers, mech warriors. And so it's called a Sibco, and she's in charge of making sure nothing happens to them. So she has to, some invaders come calling because, well, Clan Wolf has just disappeared, just left the stragglers behind, and so she's got to try to defend them.
So what mech is that on the cover of it?
Well, that is an excellent question, Chad. Which I unfortunately cannot answer. That's not a black python, is it? It kind of looks like one.
It might be, but the arms don't look right.
Could be a different weapon configuration.
True.
But yeah, if I figure that one out, I'll put it down in the description. But offhand,
Or if any of you guys know,
yes,
let us know.
Yes. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't have a picture of it, but there's also a paint set out there in the wild now by Army Painter Paints. My own personal experience. My own personal experience with Army Painter Paints was less than stellar, but other people seem to make them work. I tend to use the Citadel paints, but they're kind of expensive. But
I like Vallejo.
the Army Painter Paints in this particular case do solve one particular problem I've had with them. They already come apparently with beads down in them.
Yes.
Because one thing about Army Painter Paints, they're not lying whenever they say, like, you need to shake the ever-loving crap out of this.
That is true for all acrylic paints for minis.
I haven't had to shake the the others, the Citadel paints, that nothing anywhere near the Army Painter paints. Like, you do have to shake them. But, I mean, the Army Painter paints is like, shake this for 10 minutes kind of stuff. Not 10, that's exaggeration, not 10 minutes, but several minutes.
The solution is to just get you a mini vortex mixer.
Well, sure, but I think the easier solution is what everyone else does, and they put the glass beads down in them, and that's what they've already done here at this set, from what I understand. And it comes with its 10 paints. Some of them are named for the factions, like Kirita Red, Lao Green, things like that.
So what color did they give Steiner?
Blue, I think. Steiner blue. There's Steiner blue and Davian blue. Well, they're different shades of blue. So, anyway, I think. I could be wrong, because I can't find the picture of it here.
Could be the same shade of blue.
I'm not going to try to search for it while we got the screen up here. So, anyway, the... where I was going with that. Hang on. So, let me shut this off here real quick, because I need to know where this ends. All right. So, like I said, since I can't find the picture of it, I'm just gonna tell you about it briefly. It comes with a little brush, and there's already people have it. It's out in the wild. I don't know where to order them from, though, because I searched and I didn't find them anywhere. But people have done unboxing videos of them, so don't fiddle with that. So they are out there somewhere. There's another product, which unfortunately there's like a screenshot on here, and I forgot where it was. That is going. It's not. They haven't done an actual reveal of the product, but they have sent some out for people to fiddle with, and it's going to be a set of markers and whatnot for Alpha Strike, and it comes with another set of the buildings that are in the box set, and it's going to be like $25.
Markers like...
I think they're like artillery markers and things like that.
Cool.
Markers for the battlefield.
Cool.
But yeah, but the big point is another set of the buildings. If you don't just want to buy another box set, which you should.
You get a max.
Yes, you get max, plus the buildings. So, but if that's all you're after, there's another option for you. And as soon as there's like an official thing on that, we'll definitely throw it in the video. So, but that's it in a nutshell. What's going on right now? It looks like what we're looking at for the foreseeable future is probably a series of short stories, novellas, and some more novels. Like I said, the next source book is Ilkhan Eyes Only, and I don't know when that's actually coming out. We haven't seen cover art or anything, so that's got to be at least months away. I don't know if that'll come out before or after the Kickstarter. That's above me. But it looks like the next big thing is probably the Kickstarter. But we'll keep updating you guys with the preview information as it comes out. And sorry, there was one other bit of information. A number of those box sets that we mentioned, as far as like the Northwind Highlanders box set and a few of the others, are now like available to pre-order or possibly out in the wild now. But I believe they come out in February. So like the Highlanders one should be available pre-order through Barnes & Noble. And the others are through different distribution channels, like one's through Alliance Games, and you got to go to your local store, in other words, to try to get them to order them. Or keep an eye out probably for someplace like Cool Stuff or Game Nerds or Miniature Market, and those are all we're going to have a 6-month exclusivity window where that vendor will have it for 6 months, just them. Then once that's up, other people can stock them. Catalyst will presumably carry them. And I don't know, unfortunately, how that all translates overseas, because as I've heard from the people on the forums many times, Barnes & Noble doesn't know the rest of the world exists. So, and I don't know about the others either. So, unfortunately, you folks overseas, that's information I don't have. If we get it, we might do another video on it, or we'll put it in the comments or something. Or if you know, put it in the comments, please, so we know. But that's pretty much it. Chad, anything?
Nope.
All right. So, thank you folks for watching. We appreciate all the comments, likes, subscribes, all that stuff. It's YouTube, you know what to do. But we do appreciate all of it. We try to respond to all the comments. But other than that, thank you folks, and catch you later.